What's up, y'all? Come on, Pepsi. What's up? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris. Welcome. This is the We Want More, the cutest podcast in the world.
Yeah, we got
that's our new slogan.
Yeah, we three bad bitches.
You're the cutest podcast in the world, mostly because of the dog.
Yeah, we on episode 125. Please be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you listen to this on. Whether that be on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you find your podcast needs. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to that. If you haven't already, feel free to join the Discord. Also, with the YouTube, my fault, y'all. The last two episodes been kind of behind. 2 weeks ago, I uploaded it on Tuesday, but I didn't know that it was still set to private on YouTube.
See, I should have known too.
So yeah, that was my fault. I was behind on that, and then this past week I was out the country. So, but we'll talk about that in a few. If you haven't already, please feel free to give us a review. Give us those 5 stars. That'll definitely be appreciated. Send us some words. Send us some words. But other than that, what's up, man? How you been?
Good, man. It's been a fucking long ass week.
Yeah. I just got back. I was out the country doing some shows. I was in Aruba this past week. Now,
where is Aruba in relation to the United States?
Where is it? I feel like it's close to...
It's an island, right?
Yeah, it's an island, but I feel like it's more so closer to... I want to say like around like Venezuela, man.
Okay, that helps a lot because I honestly do not know too much about anything geographical.
Yeah, Aruba, and so this was my first time. Well, this was my second time in Aruba, but this was my first time actually going off the resort and going into the towns. In Aruba, it's a very small island. It's a very small island compared to some of the other places I've been. Like I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Jamaica, but Aruba, you could drive the whole island in like a half hour.
Oh shit!
Like you would drive.
Was that small?
Yeah, you would drive in the end like 20 minutes to a half hour, and
I kind of like that.
But going there this time, it made me just have a different appreciation for the opportunities we have here. It really make you realize like how crazy slavery is, like slavery and colonization. Because like with us, when slavery was here, you could escape it.
Yeah, you can't swim your way away from slavery.
Yeah. I mean, not even just that, nigga. If you run away, you gonna run 10 miles and they're gonna have to run back the other way. Y'all just around the island playing tag at that point.
Yeah.
You
ever see like the ultimate like tag championships where they like jump over the boxes and then swing from the like poles and shit?
Yeah. So, and then also it makes you think about like just we take a lot of things for granted. Like the only language we have to know really to live here is English, whereas like most people probably know at least 3 languages.
Yeah, like, but that's just Americans just don't like to learn other languages
because they have to know their. So what actually shocked me in looking it up is that this is a kingdom within the Netherlands.
So it was like Dutch.
Yeah. So they have their 2 languages. Their 2 main languages is Dutch and then like a variation of Dutch. It begins with a P. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but then they also know English and Spanish. And when you in a developing country, you more so have to know English just because of it's one of those countries where the people that's making the most money are the ones that are dealing with the tourists. So the people that's probably making the most money in general would be the people like outside of the people that are doing construction would be the people that work in the resorts, working with the Americans that's visiting.
I didn't know that the Netherlands like had colonies or like, fucking Puerto Ricos,
Yeah. Right. That blew my mind.
Because they be acting like a lot of them like the Netherlands, Switzerland, and a lot of those is it Europe or is it like like the Icelandics and all that, the Nordics.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the Nordics, they like to act like they're fucking better than the rest of the white people, or like nicer.
Yeah.
But they're clearly not.
Yeah. So in that what else? What else did I get to see there?
Papiamento, something. That's the language you was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Papiamento.
Yeah. And what else? What else did I? Yo, and it made me think too. Like just as far as like goals that we have, right? Like you like to skateboard, and no niggas just skateboarding out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it's like, where would you skateboard?
I mean, they doing that shit in Palestine right now. Actually, they doing that shit on rubble. I swear to God, they like fucking doing it on like the remains of exploded hospitals. It's kind of fire. Like, I swear to God, like niggas is like they break their board, they duct tape it back together, and then they head back. Like, yo, meet me at the fucking meet me at the remnants of the university. Like how we used to meet at like Love Park back in the day. They're like, yo, meet me at the university rubble. Got a trick I want to try. Bring the duct tape. Them niggas are soldiers though.
Man, that Tony Hawk map is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, the Palestine Tony Hawk map is gonna be so fire. You have to find all the secret missiles.
Shit.
And I had a weird dream last night about Tony Hawk. So I was at a grocery store and I left a skateboard behind, and I left the grocery store and I came back and it was gone. And I don't know how, somehow I went around looking for it, and then I was mad somebody stole it. And then for some reason Tony Hawk was the one that stole it, and I was like, I can't be mad at you. I was like, fuck man, it's Tony Hawk. I can't be mad at you, bro.
Yeah, no. Tony Hawk is like, he's like top 3 white people.
Yeah, he's just fucking positive. You know, put a lot. I mean, he's probably the reason why I, do this shit. So, he's allowed to steal from somebody every once in a while.
Yeah, but then also it made me think about just like, even like if a young kid was out there wanted to do comedy, right? It's no outlets out there for that.
Well,
like,
I mean, you did comedy out there, right?
I mean, but that's the thing. The club that I performed at, I'm sure it's the only comedy out there, and it's not really geared for the locals. It's geared for the people like us that they're flying out to perform there. Yeah,
I wonder if the like people that grow up there can write material that would relate to the tourists. Because it's such a. You ever get hit by a coconut? You ever be laying on the beach and a coconut hit you in the head?
But on the way there, I was I watched a few movies on the flight, right? The first movie I watched Goodfellas.
Right.
I watched Goodfellas, which
classic.
Yeah, love that movie, but it made me think. I saw it through a different lens after we had the conversation last week about when I mentioned The Departed, and it made me realize, like, damn, as good as this movie is, and as much of a classic as it is, the amazing cast, Martin Scorsese directing, it's like it is no true message other than like just white violence. Yeah,
there really wasn't much of a, because the ending, where The Departed. Wait, were we talking about The Departed or Goodfellas?
Well, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah. Don't Snitch. That was one of the. Because the movies start out with the nigga not snitching when he's a kid, and that makes all the people trust him, and then it ends with him snitching. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe the moral is, damn, you should have snitched in the first place. You wouldn't have got yourself into all this.
Yeah, you either die a hero or live long to see yourself turn into Gucci.
Yeah, be successful and have a life of peace.
Yeah, but then the other movie I watched on a plane, I finally watched Michael.
How was it?
Michael? How was Michael?
Was it like a musical? Or is it only like songs when he was on stage? Like, did they ever like break out in the song during conversations?
No. Okay. They didn't do that. They didn't do that.
Actually probably would. I feel like that might have added a little bit of flair to it.
Yeah, they didn't do that, but I get both sides. I get why people love the movie, and I also get why people didn't like it. It's 2 hours of Michael Jackson music. So who wouldn't love that?
Right.
Like, it's 2 hours of you hearing Blame It on a Boogie and Beat It, and you see him work on the dance moves. Now his nephew Jafar Jackson, he absolutely bodied this role. Because it's like you watching it and this shit look like Mike. He hitting the spins, the moves are crisp. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like baby Michael out there.
I wonder if there's any Michael Jackson impersonators that are mad that he got the role.
Yeah.
Because it's nepotism.
Right.
Because a lot of them do the dances and a lot of them are good at looking like him. So I wonder if they were mad about that. Like, man, they didn't even let me audition. I would have killed that shit.
No, remember that? I don't know. You kind of young. You might not remember this. It was a dude on Twitter that was campaigning to be Tupac in a Tupac movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then when he didn't get the role, he just disappeared. Nigga probably just offed himself.
I mean, if I saw Anthony Mackie and Notorious, I would have myself too. I was like, it's never gonna work out for me.
So, Michael, it was a good movie. I liked it, but they do jump through things rather fast. Like they only show one beating in Gary. They only show one ass whooping, and then it immediately jumps from that to now they on the road. They in Cali and things is moving. And they speed through, like they show a quick meeting where a woman at Motown saw them perform, but they don't really go into the introduction of him working with Quincy Jones, or they leave out a lot of main people. Like Diana Ross isn't in the movie. I told you. What else?
Wait, they left out Quincy Jones.
No. Well, they show him in the studio with Quincy Jones, but they just don't show like how that relationship really formed.
Now that you mentioned Quincy Jones, that also reminds me another reason why I don't think Michael Jackson did it. Because if Quincy Jones didn't talk about that shit, it probably ain't happened. Because that nigga knew everything that everybody was doing.
Yeah, that is true. He started talking. He mentioned somebody slut. Marlon Brando slut, but
Marlon Brando, I think, and Richard Pryor used to fuck.
Yeah. He did mention that. Yeah, so that's a good.
I mean, everybody knew Richard Pryor was,
he dabbled.
He was on the gay spectrum, but Marlon Brando, I guess, was the one that I didn't know.
Yeah, I think they said that about Paul Mooney also, I believe. Yeah. What else was in this movie? One thing I did like that most people wouldn't have known. You always heard the rumors of, like, you ever hear the rumor that Michael Jackson was a Crip?
Yeah.
Like you ever see,
yeah,
you ever see
there's
that?
a picture of him posted with Crips.
Yeah, and I always thought that was a Photoshop picture, but they do show a scene where he made the Beat It video. He made the song Beat It after watching the news and seeing the gang wars in LA, and he met up with like the Crips and the Bloods and was like working on dance moves with them and decided to actually put them in the Beat It video.
Yeah, I heard about that story, and that's how you know there's no comparison to Michael Jackson, because they would not have made that nigga do push-ups if his car broke down, like they did with Justin Bieber. Remember that video where he broke down and they was like,
"Yeah,
we ain't make him do push-ups, but he was doing them for his life." Like clearly, he was terrified.
Yeah, and at the end, it ends around what does it end? He does one last tour with his brothers. He does one last tour with them, and then he goes back solo for the Bad album. And that's where the movie ends. It ends when he's on tour performing the Bad album. And then it says his story continues. It's like, no, it don't. We know how we know how this shit is. And so that's why I'm wondering, like, after Bad, what are they planning to do for the sequel? Because there's only but so much you could show. Like we said, they can't talk about the sexual assaults or nothing like that. Now I will say in the video, in the movie, they do show the Pepsi incident where he burnt his hair.
Right.
So, and I guess after that might have been a trigger for him taking the prescription drugs.
Right.
So
he had the fucking
so
the burns,
the vitiligo. But in there, they show him like he was like a really sweet person as far as like doing the Make-A-Wish things, the like with a celebrity meets with children that are sick, children that might have cancer. And then when he was after the Pepsi incident, he was in a burn unit, so he was hanging around with those children.
Yeah.
So it showed that side of him. And but overall though, I thought it was a cool movie. But I also just love Michael Jackson music.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna do a sequel, but I'm still not against watching the movie. I just haven't made the time. I just felt like something I already knew the story of. Yeah. More than anything, I'm not really opinionated on it. It's just kind of know what happened. Yeah, I know a little bit more than I want to know.
And it was, I mean, and it is a little cheesy at certain points too.
Of course it is. Yeah, like, it's a movie, because you know how sometimes they'll like dramatize a moment, like where somebody has like a amazing idea and it happens like in an instant. Right. Like somebody like comes up with a name for a band and then it's like, oh, damn, that's genius, and then it just
right. Like for example, it was one scene where he was talking about how he wanted to make some songs or something like that. And he was like, yeah, I gotta hurry up and make these because I don't want God to give my ideas to Prince.
That really happened?
I don't know if it really happened, but that's kind of like, you know how people say like when you think of an idea, now it's already in the air. So if you don't use it, somebody else might be blessed with that same idea and they might put it out because you waited. So it's something along the lines of that.
Well, did we talk about how Prince and Michael Jackson were supposed to do? I think they were supposed to do "Bad" together.
They were, but Prince didn't like the whole.
Want to say your butt is mine? He was like, who's gonna say your butt is mine? You gonna say that to me, or I'm gonna say that to you?
Yeah, and it's like, nigga, you the one with your ass out.
Yeah, but he was like, he had a lot of gay allegations, so I guess it's just,
I mean,
I wouldn't want to. That is going to be. It's hard to. And they're building a case against you. It's hard to do that.
And I get you wanting to fight the gay allegations, but if I'm gonna think anybody is gay, it's definitely going to be the nigga with assless chaps in Minnesota weather. Like that take a lot of dedication to have your ass out when it's 20 below.
But you gotta understand, like, being gay for pussy is like an undefeated tactic. So I really would. I would believe if somebody told me Prince never touched a dick. I'd be like, I believe it. Michael Jackson, I don't know. I'll believe he wasn't touching kids, but he probably was a freak on some level. Like nobody gets beat for that long without developing some sort of taste for some sort of, like, who's to say he didn't like to fucking like get whipped by adults? He probably was on some freak ass shit. Yeah. It's just, that's not really any of our business. The only thing that mattered was the kids, which he ain't do it.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, before we go further, you know what I also forgot to mention about Aruba too? It's one of the islands where I say the locals can actually go in the water. Like they do have separate parts, right? So when I was in Aruba, I did go to this like a little smaller island. Mm-hmm. I had to take a boat to like this little water park island, and like on there they had like snorkeling, some water slides, a little buffet. So I did that. I enjoyed that.
That sounds fun.
But but man, them rocks was fucking on my feet.
Well, did you bring like fucking like water shoes or flip flops or something? Yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, you definitely when you go to those type of waters, it ain't like Seaside Heights or Wildwood.
Yeah, it's like real ocean.
Yeah,
it's like an actual ocean.
Yeah, that water was, as soon as you step in it, that water rough as hell, and yeah, I fucked my toes up.
Was it like blue and like clear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely was beautiful water though, and you are seeing the fish swim around. But I liked it because those beaches, for the most part, most beaches are accessible for the public. Whereas like when you go to somewhere like when I was in Jamaica, a lot of the beaches were just exclusively for the people on the resort. Like they building the hotels. They're building the hotels right along the beach, and so to get to the waters, it's like you might have to swim around, like you might have to sneak around the hotel to go like to like a secret path, and do all this extra shit. Like, have you been to Jamaica?
I've never been off this continent.
Okay, so in Jamaica, when I was out there, it was guys in the water like on boats trying to sell us weed. Because they could sneak around the hotel that way, but they couldn't like once they in the water, it's like you can't say nothing to them. But if they would have stepped foot on the land, security would have got them niggas up out of there. And it's messed up because it's like this is their home.
Yeah. That's honestly fucked up that you could just be like, nah, this is my part of the ocean. Yeah. Like you can own a part of the ocean and shit.
Yeah. But it was some things I did want to revisit that we talked about last week. One with the Chris Brown situation with the dog, that 200-pound dog. That was the time where you were supposed to use the thumbs
in the butt.
Yeah.
I saw one of those dogs in person yesterday actually, and it looks fucking scary as shit. Like in real life, it's fucking insane. Yeah,
that is a time where, but it just happened so fast where it's like you got this 200-pound dog, so your first instinct is let me pull at it or let me try to hit it or something like that. 200 pounds locked in, no, that's when you go straight for that butthole.
You got to be thinking that beforehand though. Like if you don't know it,
yeah,
or if you just caught off guard, that's just not even something. I feel like if you can remember while you getting your face eaten to touch a butthole, there's something wrong with you on some level. Because even if I know that, like I know that that's the tactic, but I'm not gonna remember to do that.
Right. And also with the,
I just don't get why that's not acceptable to do that to a person if you're getting attacked.
What?
Butthole. Thumb in the right there. Somebody's fucking trying to rob you or something.
Yeah, nigga walk up to me like, put your hands up. No, nigga, you put your hands up.
Yeah. But I guess, or maybe we're talking about a prison situation, Yeah. But in that case, that might also be like, he might be like, oh, thank you. I was going to ask you to do that in the first place. Yeah, I don't think anybody would think to do that just while they're getting their face eaten.
Yeah. And then also with the India Arie thing, right? I guess the point that I miss, because sometimes we so caught up in recording this that we forget to like our ADHD be hitting us and we just move on to the next topic without like really finishing our thoughts sometimes.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, none of this, I don't even and maybe it would help to think twice about some of the shit I say, but I don't be thinking. Sometimes I really do like to just go like clear headed and just fucking think of this shit while we're recording. I think it makes it somewhat better. Yeah. It doesn't sound like rehearsed or like, it don't sound like I got a take I'm trying to get off,
Right. With India Arie, my issue isn't, my issue is that with her criticizing Young Miami for making Spend It, it might show to some degree there is some truth that like, all right, it isn't the most positive message and it can alter how people view things.
View what things? So
that damn, that's a good question. It could alter people, especially like it could influence people into thinking that's the right way to go about getting a man or leading a relationship. That's the right type of person to look for.
I get
somebody that's scamming or doing anything to get money.
But you can't idiot proof the entire world. Like if you think that's the way to actually live your life, that's some people's, how they move or whatever the fuck. I can't judge that. But like if you think, oh, that's how I gotta do it now, I gotta fucking, you're dumb. And you can't really tiptoe around the entire world trying to make up for fucking stupid people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they tell you, they put warnings on everything, like do not ingest toothpaste. The fuck is you eating toothpaste for, nigga? You really need a label on every toothpaste tube. So if they don't put it on this one, I guess I can eat this toothpaste. You can't do everything for everybody. Yeah. People just gonna be stupid. Yeah. So you can't idiot proof the world.
Yeah, because what my issue is that with Young Miami, this is somebody that it almost looked like her career was done. I mean, her sugar daddy just got locked up.
Wasn't she doing the interviews though, or was that before the Diddy thing? Because people like the interviews.
I mean, she was doing it, but that was backed by Diddy. That was a Revolt thing.
Revolt's Diddy?
Yeah, that was his company.
That's funny because everything he did was revolting.
Yeah. So yeah.
He was hiding a lot. He had a lot of all of his fucking Bad Boy, Revolt.
Take that. He really was giving us a lot of clues. Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. and
we didn't see. Well, we saw it. We just pretended that we didn't.
Yeah, so it looked like things.
Dirty money.
looked like things was over for Young Miami, and she found a way to reinvent herself in a sense after the split between her and JT, and now she got a hit on her hands. So it's like, let her have her moment, let her have her fun, and we can't just critique other women. Like I mentioned, India Arie, last time she was in the news, it was for critiquing, it was for criticizing Janelle Monáe. Whereas like, if we going to criticize them, let's criticize the men also.
Yeah, I mean, what did criticize her for again?
Janelle Monáe,
yeah,
for having her titties out.
Yeah, for having her titties out. She don't dress like Wilson Fisk one time, and then she's fucking saying, "Yeah, I don't know." It's old head shit. It's like, oh, this is what we doing now. People been selling pussy since pussy existed, and since as soon as currency became a thing, somebody traded it for some hoe.
Yeah, it's the first job. It's the oldest profession.
The oldest profession. I always had a little bit of a problem with the oldest profession thing, because I mean, there's got to be an older profession than selling pussy.
Yeah,
like, and nobody need a fucking apple or nothing. Like, first thing on their mind was pussy. I'm sure somebody sold some apples, or motherfucking somebody was like, "Yo, I got a wheel building business. We just figured out wheels. I got some wheels for the low." Like, I'm sure wheels came before pussy. Had to be.
niggas like, yo, I'll trade you this fire for some ass.
Yeah.
You cool? Look, I'm gonna rub these two sticks together, and you go get in that cave. You better take that leaf skirt off.
But you ever see like it was like a study where they had like monkeys developed like a currency system of grapes, and I think it was like the girl monkeys was selling pussy for grapes.
No,
or some shit like that.
Damn.
I gotta look into it more, but it's I don't know. Science is always weird because sometimes you think there's a study that's like good, and then a few years later, it comes out that they manipulated it heavily.
Yeah, you ever hear the study? You ever hear the study about the monkeys where it's like they put a few monkeys in a cage, and then like I think they would kind of abuse them if they touched something, and then they threw another monkey in there, and then that all the monkeys, they would beat up the monkey that went whatever, like to that box or something like that. You ever hear that?
Oh, so like they introduced like consequences, and then they would punish the monkey themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And then to the point where they would put in all new monkeys, and they weren't there for the initial thing, but they just knew not to go near that object because all the monkeys would beat them up. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, they are still monkeys, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't do a backflip when I get frustrated, so I take all that shit with a grain of salt, because they be like, "Look, the monkeys did it." I'm like, the monkeys jerk off during mid conversation, like a monkey might have an orange and then just get excited and start whacking off. So I like to keep my food and my whack offs completely separate.
Yeah.
So we are similar. We're mammals. We're primate descendants or whatever the fuck, but I ain't no fucking monkey. Black people didn't evolve from monkeys. Also, we used people.
Yeah,
that was dumb.
And also, and also with that whole evolve from monkeys thing, it's just, if we evolve from monkeys, why monkeys still here?
I mean, they're still. You know how like some like Asian people, I think they say that the eyes being like thinner is a result of the region they came up in.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, like, evolution is, it's not like everybody goes, or everybody gets left. It's just, I think you evolve based on what traits help you survive. So, and there's still crocodiles, there's still cockroaches, but cockroaches and shrimp are similar, but they're different, and all that other shit. So, well, we were talking about something. I see ADHD.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not criticizing men. What the fuck? How did that turn racist? How did we start talking shit about Asians?
Yeah.
I gotta be fucking stopped, man. I gotta fucking think about what I say sometimes. I'm like, we're talking about some serious shit, and then I'm just like, fucking.
Monkeys.
You ever look at an Asian dude's eyes? Come on, man. I'm better than this. Tell him pussy. That's how we got there.
Yeah.
I think her like problem was like how it's so widely accepted to be something or whatever, but like since when is this a new thing? You know?
Right. Yeah. And that was my whole thing. Where it's like when we talk about when people just say, "Oh, this is the direction that we're headed in," are y'all serious? We're better than this. It's like we've been talking about spin that. That's no different than the songs that Ice-T was making.
Yeah. Also, like women being more sexual now possibly has a little bit to do with the fact that we actually might protect them if, you know, like catcalling, groping, date rape, a lot of weird shit, quid pro sexual harassment. A lot of those things that were commonplace are like widely accepted that, you know, if you do that, you deserve consequences. You know, for fucking 100 years that's been going on around here. You could slap your secretary ass, all that shit, and you know, nobody would fucking do anything about it. So I think as consequences for like crimes against women become more commonplace, women will loosen up a little bit more. You know, you'll see more titties. It's just how it is. And, you know, if titties are out, somebody's going to charge for them.
Let me see. Well, I guess
You done with that one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I just wanted to mention that, you know, if we gonna hold the women accountable, we got to look at the start. Like in this instance, where it's like, when it comes to hip hop, it's such a it's been male dominant, male led for years. So it's just like, don't just start critiquing the women that are starting to gain success from only following the trends that have been set.
Yeah, like we all watched Nelly swipe a credit card between some butt cheeks. You can't get mad at the butt cheeks.
Yeah.
It's like they're putting credit cards in here. Bring them out. You might be able to clinch and then run away with the credit card. Like, you never know. So, I mean, but it's not even just like the sexual aspect of it. I think it's just like it's also, what is it? Because what's the song? The song is basically about like spending money on a woman,
but it's just
scamming.
It's about getting the money illegally. And
getting money illegally is just arbitrary. Like, whatever is legal was not illegal changes every fucking 10 years. So.
Yeah.
You know, used to not be able to sell fucking alcohol. Used to not be able to sell weed.
Well, from the last time we were here, it was we recorded before 4th of July, actually.
Right.
Did you do anything for the 4th?
No, I did not. I took that day as a day of just rest.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I went down Virginia. Went down Virginia for a little cookout. Some crabs, you know, the usual burgers.
Right, and then you went to Aruba after that, right?
Yeah. But in Virginia, it made me think, we down south, they really do gotta like rename a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Cause so I got sent to the store. We needed some for the cookout. We didn't have any pans. We didn't have enough pans to put like, you know, the burgers and the hot dogs in it. So I ran to Dollar Tree real quick. And I'm driving back, making a turn, and I'm looking at the street. This shit said Plantation Lane.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, why do we still have streets named Plantation? Why are we trying to preserve that?
Yeah, it really does bother me how like we suffered, an actual genocide, and it's just like, you know, we can't get rid of all the culture of the genocide. Like, there's no labor camp boulevard in fucking Poland. They just decided it was bad, and it's like, let's get rid of all the references. Yeah. Let's not have statues of the fuckers, or nothing like that. You know, there was probably a lot of brave Nazi soldiers. It's probably a Nazi soldier that took down 12 dudes by himself, but he doesn't get a statue because he was on the wrong side.
Yeah, because we'll never have to make a right turn on Auschwitz Street.
Yeah, you just there's no. Well, I mean, there's Auschwitz. I think is still a thing, but it's like a
But that was
like
the name of the actual place to remember what happened.
Yeah. Now, should they be selling T-shirts in the gift shop? That's another question.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, the merch for that is crazy.
Yeah, they should not be selling the motherfucking the sticky mustaches, the peel off mustaches and shit.
Get a little Anne Frank fridge magnet.
Yeah, they got temporary barcode tattoos. I don't think that's cool. I think they should do away with that. Me personally, I'm against it.
Hold these six numbers up to your wrist and run it under some water. Oh shit!
Yeah, they got them carnival cutouts where it's a fucking skinny body and then you put your face in it and then you get to be a Holocaust victim. And I think I think they should just do education. I don't think they should do that.
Oh my god!
Like, they have the little cutout holes, and sometimes you can be like a fucking farmer.
You put your face in, and now you're the boy in the striped pajamas.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, they definitely do. We do gotta rename a lot of shit, cause not even just the streets. Like, there's no reason when it comes to the Confederate, they were traitors. Like,
they were murderous, trading slavers that raped a lot of women. There's no justify. There's like nothing justifiable about it.
Outside of the actual crimes, like that, like the murders and all of that. It was against the country. It was treason.
It was treason.
But we still. There's no reason why a kid should be going to the Robert E. Lee school.
No.
Like, there's no kid overseas would be going to the Hitler middle school. Nobody would be going to PS 105 Hitler.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very silly. And it almost feels like if you just take it at face value that the South doesn't have any cultural history that's relevant other than the Confederacy. Like, that was just the flag that they fought under. Mm-hmm. But it was motherfucking people doing other shit. Like, you think these motherfuckers wasn't partying and dancing and like, making paintings and shit? Like, I'm sure some of the people in the South were up to like cool shit, but for some reason the symbol that has to unify everybody is this dumbass flag. First of all, it's an ugly flag. It's uglier than the gay flag. Mm-hmm. The gay flag is ugly. The trans flag I like though. The colors are more concise.
The trans flag is blue, pink, and white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more concise. But the rainbow, not good. The Confederate flag, terrible. Yeah, there's some terrible flags out there.
Let me see. Yeah, the trans flag is cool because
Ireland has a good flag
because it's like it's a mix of it's like a mix of the baby colors.
Yeah. It's like It's like, am I blue? Am I pink? Am I white? I'm all three. Or maybe I'm none.
Yeah, so yeah. But whereas the rainbow, I don't like the rainbow.
No, Wales has a good flag because they got the dragon on it.
Yeah, the rainbow is tough because it's like, how am I throwing something that match with red and then something that match with purple?
Yeah, it's a color bomb. I get the symbolism. I understand it. But not a fan. I really think they should have had for a group of designers. It's a bad design choice. So I've never liked that. But the Confederate flag. It's really not a good. I'm gonna look at it. But yeah, that's not the most. That's not even the most important the aspect of Southern culture. Now I don't know what is because they're so focused on the fucking war. Then it's like, what happened before the fucking war?
Yeah,
like if we're gonna talk about history and culture and education, like I don't know, give me a fucking a poem from back then or something. Like, goddamn.
Well, I guess I guess they probably hold on to that because
they're stupid.
Because if when you do think about all the good in the Southern culture, you would have to look at where it started from. It started on the backs of black people, and then all the good parts came from either black people or the whites that were helping black people progress.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where when you start to apply logic, you start to make yourself a little confused because it's so easy to figure out. It's just one of those things that's real easy to figure out. Like, like when fucking Terrence Howard was trying to say that like fucking, like 1 + 1 is 0 or some shit.
Yeah,
it's just not even worth trying to. It's so simple to figure out why that's wrong that it makes you feel stupid when you trying to like put yourself into somebody's shoes that think it's not wrong.
Right.
Yeah, Plantation Way or Plantation Lane, like plantations being a thing, just I don't know why they fucking didn't just like demolish that shit and put up something else. Like it's a big house, cool. They could also have renamed it. Like that's the thing, we rename so much shit. We could have renamed plantations. We could call it a whoopsie house. It's like we made a lot of mistakes in this house, but it's not a plantation. It's not a plantation anymore. It's a my bad house.
It's a oopsie.
Yeah, it's a oopsie. It's just a little oopsie. That should make it sound whimsical. But plantation, that shit is too many syllables. It sounds horrible.
I want to talk about this situation. So we briefly touched on it, but more facts have come out, and actually some footage has coming out. So we talked about the situation with radio DJ. I think he's a DJ down south, or he was before he lost his job because of this. And he was former TV host on Rap City on BET, Big Tigger. So Big Tigger, he had a situation with his wife, and a domestic dispute over his phone, where he was trying to get his phone back from her, and I believe her son recorded this. I think the woman has 4 children.
Yeah, can we find out how old the son is real quick? Because I just want to know before I make any comments about him.
Oh, yeah. Cause his son is definitely a nut ass nigga.
That's his son.
I mean, her son.
Yeah.
Let's see. And she was also, since then, she's been arrested on outstanding kidnapping warrants. Let's see. How old? So yeah, she had a 10-year-old. Her 10-year-old child has been missing. Her 10-year-old child has been missing since 2019. So this is a 17-year-old that should be around. Yeah. Right now.
Yeah, I want to know how old the kid that was recording is. If that's anything, just because like
he sounds
young.
He sounds young, but it does sound like he has to at least be in middle school at the very least. But I actually, while you look that up, I'm gonna play the audio. Oh, well, I'm gonna play this video for the listeners. You'll hear the audio of this whole situation where they're struggling.
Can we play the audio? It's pretty with no video. I feel like it's play a little bit of it. I feel like it's pretty haunting. Because if without the video, it sounds like something. Like with the video, you can tell it's being like dramatic.
Yeah, you're actually right. When you watch the video what's going on, you can see she's clearly being dramatic, and that he isn't harming her at all. But when you just hear the video, you would think this nigga's killing her.
Yeah, and it does seem like a little bit of a hey, I need you to record this. He's about to try to take the phone, and I'm gonna act dramatic. And then the son's like, should I hold it horizontal? Was that horizontal or vertical when I record it? It sounds like a little bit of a,
Give me back my phone. You don't need it. What do you need it for?
Get off.
What do you need it for?
Get off me. Please get off me.
As soon as you give me my phone.
Please get off me.
It's my phone.
Please get off me.
Registered in my name.
Please get off me.
Give me my phone.
You're sticking my ear in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Get off me.
Give me my phone.
Please get off.
Now right there, she tried to say like you hurt my ear, and he moved his hand and said, sorry." Like he is trying to do his best of not hurting her, but at the same time, it's tough. Is like that's why you don't really fight over your phone, because when you do struggle with somebody over one of your belongings, right? You have no other way to get your possession or like your belongings unless you do actually put hands on them. So wait, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. You have no, like, in that situation, he's trying to get his phone from her. So in order to get your phone, you're going to have to grab her hand or grab her arm in a way. And that's kind of the situation like with Jonathan Majors, where he wasn't trying to hurt her. Yeah, you are trying to get your belongings, but now in you trying to get your phone back, now she done hurt her finger. She broke her. I believe that woman ended up breaking her finger in that struggle.
He broke her finger.
Yeah,
he did that.
So that's why it's like, just to be safe, it's like, just let her have it instead of putting yourself in more harm.
Yeah, a word of advice to the wise: just let her go through the phone. You can get it back when she's crying.
Yeah, because at that point she gonna throw the shit at you anyway.
And it's not you gonna have to delete everything. If you get the phone back, like it don't end there. She's just gonna find it at a later time, unless you just fucking wipe your entire fucking phone.
Wait, hold on. Let me plug this up.
Also, we don't know why she wanted this phone. Like, I guess intuition says it was a cheating thing. This is his wife, right? So yeah, it's his wife.
Yeah.
It could be like a she's trying to see if he's cheating or something, but it could also be like a fucking, like maybe he's hiding something financial. Like clearly he's got something going on that he doesn't want her to see, and yeah, just fucking let her have it.
Yeah. All right.
You can say right on the floor.
You're a fucking manhandling.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
No, at the point that she says you're fucking manhandling me, he has at this point completely removed his physical person from her physical person entirely. So, you know, it sounds like fucked up. So I don't, you know, if you play the whole video and you hear it, it sounds like, oh shit, why would you play this woman getting beat up, but she's not even getting beat up. Now, I'm not defending the nigga doing any of this shit.
But it does become like funny when you hear her son.
Yeah, because he's like,
do you not see Autumn cry? Bro, why
Stop.
did you
I'm
do
not
that?
doing that.
Yes, you did. You
She dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my
Tigger.
phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone.
Get off of me!
Mr. Tigger! Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
You got my
No, in that situation, you could tell that his wife really doesn't love him, and same for that stepchild. Why are y'all in the house calling me my nickname?
yeah, Mr.
Mr. Tigger?
Also,
Like,
that's too polite for a nigga that is beating your mama.
yeah, I'm not gonna call you Mr. at that point.
Yeah. First of all, sir, I'll have you know that my mother doesn't like being punched in the face. So how dare you, if I may?
Yeah, because it's like, once she called Tim Tigger, that was like a real red flag. I've never dealt with a chick that called me Aunt.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't like that shit at all.
Okay, I get that.
I don't like that shit. Like, if we dealing with each other, I'm not one of your homies. I'm not your friend.
I don't like a nickname either. Like whenever I've
Like,
been
and-
intimately involved with a woman and like she
Yeah.
has friends that call her something, I'm like, nah, we know each other on a different level. I want to call you by the name your mother gave you. You know.
Yeah, like, don't only nicknames if it ain't baby, boo, something. You better give me like a cute pet name. Don't be calling me what my home. Don't call me what the group chat called me. I don't like that shit at all. And but yeah. So yeah, in that situation,
Mr. Tigger.
yeah, Mr. Tigger, and then watching all of that unfold, Tigger, he just needs to move his belongings out and just leave, because that right there is only going to get worse.
It's like, you know how I guess Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, that's like the most known example.
Yeah.
Just two people that just like he probably did hit her at some point, but he didn't hit her now. She's being dramatic. She probably abuses him. They probably abuse each other. It looks like it sucks.
Okay, so he's that kid is 13.
That's you. I think he has one more year before being a bitch ass nigga isn't acceptable anymore. Like 13, you can call a nigga Mr. Tigger while he's choking your mom to death. 13, you can say, "Excuse me, I know you're my elder, but please stop trying to murder my mother."
Let's see what else has been. Oh yeah, so this past week, actually tonight is the last show of the Jay-Z concerts. So Friday he did the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. Last night was the 25th anniversary of The Blueprint. He brought out some special guests. I know the first night he brought out Nas, Beyonce.
Yeah. Him and Nas are cool.
Yeah, Blue Ivy performed on the piano to Feeling It. What else? Eminem came out last night. That one hurt to see online. I would have went crazy for that.
That was last night?
Yeah. Yeah, he did Renegade and Lose Yourself. They did leave out. He didn't perform Takeover.
Which was Eminem on that or what?
No. Takeover. That's the Nas disc.
Yeah.
That's what preceded Ether.
I would assume.
Yeah, so he left that out, and also too, it wouldn't have been tasteful because he's heavily dissing Prodigy in there.
Yeah, and that would have been in bad taste.
Yeah, so
but the Eminem one's cool. I actually started listening. Like I went back through Eminem's like the EP and the LP that kind of got it all started, and the one that like the very first mixtape he did that everybody hated. You ever heard that?
Infinite.
That's the one that sounds like a fake AZ.
Okay.
And I could see why people hated it, especially at the time when like being a fucking biter actually meant something.
Right.
Like, you couldn't just run away with a nigga's style back then. I could see why they hated that shit. But then he was original. He came out with a new tape like with an original, sound.
That's a great point because you know how like when we listen to music now, everybody sounds like a rendition of a Future or a Thug or Travis Scott, right? When you go back and listen to posse cuts from back in the day, like I went running this morning. I'm listening to 4321, the LL Cool J song.
No, I don't think so.
Hold up. Let me bring that up for you real quick. I'm sure you've heard it before, but but also too, this might have came out. Shit, this actually probably came out the year you was born, I think. So I get you not hearing it. But this is the song that started the LL and Cannabis beef. Hold up, I'll play this for you.
No, I think Method Man,
but Method Man, Meth was that.
No, he's a pioneer of like
shit. He was the only feature on Ready to Die.
Yeah, he was, and that was like right when was the 95. Yeah. That was right, and I guess the golden age, whatever you can call it, what you want, but it is the time when like he is one of the pioneers of like the actual sound to where it's timeless, to where like you can hear it now, and it's like it don't sound too dated because it's kind of stripped to like the essentials. Like there's a flow that's not corny, not like fucking 1-2 buckle my shoe, and the beats are very again like not basic, but stripped down to like essentials. So you can kind of move it through time.
But I played this because like on this cut, when you look at the list of artists on this song, right? LL, Method Man, Redman, Cannabis, DMX,
all very different people.
And Master P. None of their styles sound the same.
Yeah,
they all had their own original thing. Whereas like now, you can be a carbon copy of somebody else, and it won't even matter.
Yeah. There's obviously people with distinct styles and shit, but like back then, there really wasn't that guarantee that if I try to sound like LL Cool J, then I can make a lot of money just making music that is a dupe of his. But now, like if you take Young Thug sound and then make a decent beat, you could make a little bit of money doing that.
But this how much you had to be original back then. You had to have your own style to the point where Nas and Biggie got in a beef just for both of them using their baby pictures.
Yeah, it was very the baby pictures thing, and like, you know, people were mad at Jay-Z for like taking fucking like some of Biggie's lyrics or whatever, which
shit, Pac was mad at niggas for wearing Versace. That was also like one of his beefs with Biggie.
Why? Because he copy my style. You could not steal from a nigga because it was just, unless you were like straight up industry plant, like from fucking you know, your uncle's an executive and just brought you straight into the industry. You did have to come through actual people to an extent.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to hear that shit. But you know, nowadays you can fucking just be like, all right, here's what Young Thug does. I'm gonna post a couple of songs on SoundCloud, and then eventually some fucking record executive is gonna give me a deal for some stolen sound.
Yeah, but just to backtrack, so with the Jay-Z concerts, right? So you know, similar to the Roots picnic, he started off on Friday with a freestyle, just targeting some of the people. Actually, it's funny, I'm saying targeted, but that was one of the things he mentioned. He mentioned the people criticizing him for his partnership with Target.
One thing I wanted to mention before we moved off of the sounds, can we play the future song that he just dropped? So for some context.
Yeah, that song is definitely not a shower, it's a grower.
Yeah. And honestly, I think I'm not gonna say he stole it because, like, you know, niggas trade styles, but there is a like lesser known artist that does that exact same thing and did it like years before. Mm-hmm. Look up, you ever heard of 645 AR? It's always a number and some letters. Look it up. Look up 645 AR and then you'll see what I'm talking about.
645 AR.
Where is for the trap? That's the one.
Man, all these rappers just be on the spectrum.
Yeah, that's all. And
they just be.
It's literally all special ed niggas. Like, it's just all.
What the fuck you got me listening to? No, you know something is wrong with this nigga. When the nigga started off the song blowing a raspberry, did you hear that shit? Wait, hold up. Yo, these labels, they gotta start hiring these rappers a TSS worker. These rappers is showing up to label meetings with IEPs
and a nurse.
There's something there where like, man, shout out to my manager, shout out to my caseworker. Yo, these niggas are crazy.
He had his own concert with headphones on. What year was this?
nigga at the concert, he the rapper performing and he triggered by loud sounds.
It's just, you know, the education system, you know. He draw a picture of the whole audience in 5 minutes. Exact replica.
Shit.
No, a lot of rappers have learning disabilities for sure. Like,
oh yeah.
You ever look at
But hold on, let me see. I wanna play this. You
don't want to finish the rest of that song? I didn't even catch the raspberry thing. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, that's why Jay-Z just don't work on me anymore. It's like trying to eat fucking it's like trying to eat organic bread after I'm used to fucking high fructose corn syrup bread, you know?
Yeah.
Don't miss that target. No exclusive, they only. I'm a target. You ain't. Don't miss that target. No exclusive, they only doing what Apple and Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon or you boycotting? You posting on Instagram? That's Meta, boy. Stop it. Y'all know Google owns YouTube. You picking and choosing and politicking as usual. They digging deep, but nowadays it's embarrassing. They run out of characters, had to bring back up Cap again. A buddy took a check, I ain't even mad at him. But along with that check, gotta sign a non-disparagement. I'm the one they can't control. Y'all better be glad as hell. Yeah.
All right. So in that, he's mentioning the people criticizing him for doing the deal with Target while they still shop at Target, and the people that might use Meta or like still shop at Amazon, things like that. Now, I get where he's coming from, like mentioning Cap with Kaepernick. Honestly, with the whole Kaepernick thing, I was with Cap at first until he kept trying to get back into the NFL.
Yeah.
That's what kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, bro, you can't when you kind of make yourself a martyr for a great cause, because I'm with him all the way. I was with him all the way as far as like standing against the NFL, speaking up, saying like, how could you expect me to stand behind this flag when this country is failing a group of people, right? This country isn't standing behind black people, but want black people to stand up for the flag. But then it's like you're fighting for them to give you a job. Like you say the NFL is slavery. You're saying the NFL and the whole draft process is similar to a slave auction, but then also you're setting up private workouts to get back into the NFL.
Yeah, so it just that was the whole that was I think peak Black Lives Matter support times before we all recognized the organization to be basically a fucking profit machine psyop.
Right, yeah, because we all do agree
the sentiment,
we agree with the sentiment of Black Lives Matter, but we don't agree that Black Lives Matter should be like a org.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter, of course. It was a sentiment, and then it became like a poster, which was basically like if you were a business, the Black Lives Matter poster was like brick repellent, or on the window. Yeah, or you put it on the window and it repels bricks. Yeah, so nobody's gonna attack your business.
Right.
So it became emptier and emptier and emptier. And then yada yada yada, fucking second Trump presidency, and now it's like, because you gotta find something else to say at this point.
Because then also with Kaepernick signing the NDA to not speak out against the NFL, so it must have been some evidence to the collusion that owners and teams were working behind the scenes to keep him out the league, and I just wish he would have let that actually come to light, because now with him signing that NDA, nothing's stopping him from doing that to the next person. Like it's going to take another person having to go through that same thing to actually expose. It's kind of like if the doctor would have settled the whole CTE case. Yeah. In that instance, it's like, all right, we know this is going on, but we're going to keep this under wraps. It's like, no, we have to let this come to light in order to help others in the future. And also, it's kind of like if Rosa Parks and the NAACP would have settled with the buses. Yeah. Like, you know what?
It's like, what if we give you a bus seat with an outlet and air conditioning? What if we put a movie screen on the front of the seat?
You know what? What if we give you unlimited monthlies?
Yeah. But that's kind of the thing. Like, I'm not gonna say boycotts were easier back then, because I feel like nothing in life was easier back then. Like, life is definitely super easy, super comfortable now. But something like that, the Montgomery bus boycott that was a result of that. Yeah. It was so successful because everybody was like,
we were more unified.
Yeah, like if you want to get to work, we're gonna make sure you don't miss work, but we're also not gonna take the bus. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe the machine's just. I don't think it's that things are easier. I think the machine is just fucking like exploded. Like the machine is so big, everything is the machine. It's like, how do you not be of the machine? You know, back then, machines jerk you off now. You know, you ever see like the fucking, they got the glasses and the fucking the pump. They got the dick pump and the glasses. Like, how do we beat that? Yeah. That's what this world is capable of now. They didn't have to deal with that. Do you know how many niggas would have said, fuck this, I'm getting on a bus with my virtual reality glasses and my flashlight? If that existed back then. There's too many distractions, I think is what I'm getting at. There's too many distractions. Yeah. If they had fucking like bottle girls and sections back then, there's a lot of shit to do now. You can get Kool-Aid pineapples instead of standing up for something.
But yeah, no, that
and maybe Kool-Aid pineapples are expensive.
For real?
Have you seen them? It's not like, it feel like a Kool-Aid pineapple jar should be $3.
Yeah,
but it's like fucking like 10 at least.
Then where you see them at?
I mean, I've just seen them online. I haven't seen them in person. If I see a sign that says Kool-Aid pineapples, I'm leaving that part of town.
I'm definitely calling the authorities. You know how people say they don't like calling the police because they don't want the police to show up and shoot somebody? Yeah. No. Let them have some pineapple Kool-Aid. I'm a calling them swatting. I'm gonna say
they got weapons of mass destruction here.
I'm gonna say I saw this person on the corner waving a gun.
Yeah, they got a lethal agent. They got a lethal gas that they're threatening to release to the public. I seen a suitcase, unattended suitcase in the front. Bring the bomb dog.
Let's see. I guess we can talk about this. You see the situation with the pilot? It was a pilot that jumped out of the airplane.
This was in Argentina, right?
I'm not sure. That was let me see. Pilot jumps out. Were they from Argentina or just happened?
I think both.
Let's see. Pilot. Okay. Yeah. So this was in Argentina. He, a flight instructor, calmly says before leaping, he told his 22-year-old student, "You know what to do. Carry on." That's hard. That's a hard last statement.
You know what to do. Carry on.
And then he jumped out the plane, and the student.
What if something like you fucking planned this whole like fucking exotic ride, and then the dude you told your last words to like forgot what you said. Like the news was like, did he say anything? And he was like, oh fuck, I don't know. I think he was like, I think he said free Diddy. I don't know.
Like as they jump and you sneeze.
Yeah.
You like, huh? Yeah, it says the person, the 22-year-old student. Oh damn, the person already had they already had their pilot license. So this might have been, I guess, their first solo landing. In a sense. So yeah.
So maybe this is like a test. Maybe what if the guy is just like not dead? He just met him on the ground. And it's just like, you did it. I knew you could.
Yeah, no, this is
like at the end of Squid Games, yeah. when the old nigga's still alive. He's like, here's $9 billion. You won the Squid Games. Do we ever talk about the Squid Game season 2?
No, I don't
right?
think so. Yeah, I finished it.
That shit was fucked up. I didn't like that. It made sense. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, and I think that's how I actually do like a sad ending sometimes.
Yeah,
like
I think it made sense.
Like
I don't argue with it,
sometimes
like it.
Sometimes a sad ending does actually make sense, and I think that's why people didn't like Snowfall. Because do you mind if I tell you the Snowfall ending?
Oh, I know the Snowfall ending.
Okay, yeah.
I just didn't like. I think that whole season, like, you know how they just introduced a random girlfriend, like that shit went downhill from that point. As far as I'm concerned,
it did. And you know, it was also really messed up when they introduced the girlfriend. People talking about her looks. People weren't physically attracted to her. As far as like Damson, he's talked about as a sex symbol.
Yeah.
So they probably wanted his girlfriend to have that Instagram look like a Lori Harvey.
Yeah, but BBL baddies don't build empires. They don't got no business plans.
They ain't had no fat asses in the crack era.
Yeah. So, that's the other thing, yeah. All that fucking and the shit that bothered me is like that's how your mom probably looked.
Back then,
you know?
Yeah.
Like niggas be like talking shit about a woman's looks, and it might be exactly how their mother looks, or even better than their own mother.
And during the 80s, it's like, yo, I gotta take the bitch that's clean.
Facts. Clean, smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta take the one that still got her nostrils and no track marks.
Christ.
So yeah, people didn't like that the snowfall ending, but I think that made sense as far as like he let the greed get to him when he should have got out the game. Damn, what are you talking about? You be all over the place. But yeah, this I don't know how really to go into the situation. I've been trying to avoid it in the sense of it's just a sad story, and I want to be careful. Always want to be careful to the family and friends of somebody that lost a person, especially in this instance where people are blaming the family.
What family? Like the black kid's family?
Yeah. So
for letting them go with the white boys?
Yeah, so it was a situation that happened when I think this happened on the 4th of July. This young kid, Nolan Wells, he went to an island off the coast of Mississippi. I'm not sure how far it was. Let's see. He went out with a group of friends. All the friends were white. He was the only black one. And then he was the only one that didn't return. And then later, sadly, his body turned up. Sadly, he died. Now, there is an independent autopsy going on, I believe. You know, Ben Crump is on the case. You know, Ben Crump, he don't leave no money on the table.
Who's Ben Crump? Is he like one of the Al Sharptons?
Yeah, Ben Crump.
Yeah, it's really, shit is really scary.
And I'll say not even that Ben Crump is a bad person or anything, because I'm sure he has pure intentions, but it's too much going on to put all the black death on him. You know what I mean? Like he's spreading himself thin.
Yeah,
he can't handle the cases in Mississippi and the cases in Illinois too. I hate the term that this took on social media, because you see the images of a young black kid with white friends, and people were trying to use this as a gotcha moment, saying that the parents, y'all should have known better than to send your child with a group of white boys. Whereas like, you looking at them as just kids. Nobody would think. Of course, you hear the stories, but they're so rare. So you always think it can't happen to me.
Yeah. As somebody I've done a lot of like traveling and like partying with white people and shit. So like that low key is on my mind. Like I be joking sometimes. Like last time when I went to Mexico, it was like, you know, a couple white people. I think it was like one Mexican with me, and I had a Puerto Rican on me. I was trying to get him to go because I was like, you really should go, just so I would feel better about not, you know, mysteriously disappearing. And you know, he didn't go, and here I am. But I was joking, but like at the end of the day, I was like, this shit really do happen a lot. And like, you think the white people you with are cool. Luckily, I didn't grow up in the South, because you know, it seems to happen a lot more in like the rural areas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the scary suburbs, the predominantly white suburbs.
Yeah,
that shit happens a lot. But like, I think about that as a nigga with white friends. You got to think like,
bro, because it's crazy. Because
like, hey Santa, you want to go to the woods? Fuck no.
Have you been to Mississippi before?
No.
Yeah, I went to I performed at a college in Jackson, Mississippi, and I was so thankful that the school was 20 minutes from the airport, because I've had plenty of schools where I might land and then I have to drive two and a half hours in the state. Like I've had a school in Minnesota where I land in Minneapolis, then I got to drive 3 hours, or land in Iowa and then I got to drive through the state. I would have been terrified if I would have had to drive through Mississippi.
Yeah, actually, it actually is scary. You on a road with no lights and shit.
Yeah.
You see a fucking car pull over on the side. Nope. If you like fucking break down and I'm on one of them roads and you try to flag me down, I'm gonna let you get eaten by a bear. There's no fucking way I'm stopping for that shit. It's scary. Like, and in other examples, you ever watch Unsolved Mysteries? They have it on Netflix.
Unsolved Mysteries that used to come on Lifetime.
Yeah, they have I think they did like a couple of new seasons and put them on Netflix.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that had it was like the same situation in Kansas. You ever watch that episode?
No, but I'm definitely going to check it out though. I didn't know that. I ain't watched Unsolved Mysteries since probably I was off school with my grandma. Yeah.
So it was like a 2019, 20 like air time, like a reboot or some shit. But there was this black kid, Alonzo Brooks, I'm pretty sure is the name. He fucking went to a party in Kansas and just didn't come back. And everybody was like, oh, we don't know what happened. Like, he went there with some friends. The friends left, didn't tell nobody. And we were like, oh, I guess he just disappeared. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird because I think he was like there and talking to somebody's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, the story is he was talking to somebody's girlfriend, some white dude's girlfriend, and then, all of a sudden he disappeared. So, it's pretty clear what happened. It's just for some reason, like, his actual friends left him alone with people that hated him.
Yeah.
So that was one. And you remember that lady, the black lady that was at a sleepover? And
with all the other white mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is she, like, fucking, she found in a pool or some shit? Like, she died. What happened with her? Let me see.
I'm not sure, but I do remember that case.
Tamla Horsford.
And what's so eerie is the picture where she's looking completely happy. Damn, and they just closed the case and said there was no foul play.
Yeah, and even if that's the fucked up thing about police departments, even if they were like the least racist people on earth, they don't want to open murder on their fucking record. So they gonna close. So even if the police love niggas, they still gonna fuck you over. But yeah, she died. Nobody knows what happened. And yeah, that shit's scary as fuck.
No, it is. It definitely is scary. It's just that when it comes to situations like this, I hate blaming the victims instead of the people that are actually still here, because those are the ones. Like, I just try not to blame them. How can I put this?
Yeah, you can't blame them for thinking it was cool. I mean, like, obviously, it's like they know. Like, when you with nothing but white people and they feeding you fucking alcohol and drink after drink and everything is free, you like, am I a sacrifice? What's going on? You do understand that, but like, you shouldn't have to live like that. Like, if that's your friend group, that's your friend group. Yeah,
I guess with situations like in the Nolan Wells situation or Tamla Horsford, I try not to blame them because it's tough. It's tough to say, hey, don't hang with white people when you might live in like a predominantly white neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like damn near impossible.
Yeah, he living in Mississippi, probably went to a predominantly white school. These were probably people that he knew for a while and trusted. I hate blaming them because when they're not here anymore, their families are already living with the guilt. It's kind of like with the Savannah Gentry situation where it's like you think you're doing everything right and you thinking your loved one is safe.
Yeah.
And like everybody thinks they're safe until something does happen.
Now, if he was with a bunch of niggas, then they would have been like, oh, you shouldn't be hanging with them niggas. But if it was a group of black people, somebody would have been fucking investigated and questioned. Yeah. It's very rare that you just die around a bunch of black people and everybody thinks it was an accident. So that's, I guess, part of the reason why people would get frustrated about that shit. But you do it every fucking. This wasn't his first time hanging out with white people, I'm sure. So if he's doing it every day, he's probably like, okay, they probably won't kill me. So yeah, it really sucks. And the stories never fucking add up. Damn, we're fucking going super Black Death this time. We're going really deep into the Black Death this week.
I know that's why it's tough. It's so tough to talk about this without like getting sad or angry.
Yeah, and I imagine my dad sometimes he would have called me when I was in college. I probably gave him a heart attack. He probably called me and I was like, I'm out with some white people, and he's like, "Where you at?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like that's probably scary. You don't know. You better fucking find a goddamn street sign somewhere.
Shit, I remember. I told you I had when I perform at colleges. It's a lot of times where I'm in these towns where it's nothing to do, so the students might hit me up to like hang out with them. That's why like my girl, she got real mad at me. You ever see this video where I was singing at karaoke?
Mm-hmm.
I was singing Drew Hill at this like karaoke bar in the middle of Kansas.
I think I have seen that.
I was in where was I at? I was in Fort Hays, Kansas, which is like maybe 2 or 3 hours from the capital. Like maybe like I'm deep in Kansas.
No, that's
like
more than enough time to get murdered.
Yeah, I'm in a part of Kansas where when you in states like that, you could see like I know how they didn't know that slavery was over. Because it's like shit, there's no need to tell them. We just going to keep this going. So, but yeah, I get why she was mad because I was so far out where it's like anything could have happened. Let's see, how can I go happier? Oh, matter of fact, this is one thing I did. This is one thing that I did want to mention about like white people pissing me off. Have you seen this trend of people saying the saxophones getting louder?
Mm-hmm.
Now I've been seeing white people say that. Now
that bothers me.
It bothers me a lot because when it comes to, I've been looking in deeper to like AAVE, African American vernacular English, and there's different forms of that, right? So like one form of it, African American vernacular would be saying like dropping certain words out of a sentence,
right? Like
instead of saying they are going to the store, just say they going to the store, or like even talking in double negatives, even though you understand what that person is actually saying, like I ain't do nothing. Or, things along those lines. But it is also certain phrases, right, that might come from black moments and like big moments in black culture. Like Friday saying bye Felicia. Or shit, I saw a white woman refer to herself as like Big Mama. Have you seen that? You know how like you like thick
like Lotto?
Yeah, like thick women calling themselves Big Mama. It's like when I hear a white woman saying that, now you taking me back to the plantations.
Big Mama. Oh yeah, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
white women, you got to be careful. Big Mama, you can't say that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, with the saxophones getting louder. Now that comes from Boys in the Hood.
And they definitely did not watch some movies growing up.
Yeah, you ain't grow up on that shit. I don't want to hear you talk about the saxophones getting louder. But you better play a recorder.
Yeah, you better. Yeah. You got the Boondock Saints. You can say the fucking. Say the banjo's getting louder. Y'all can say that.
The strings getting tighter on the cello.
Yeah, they blowing harder on the jug.
Yeah, they strumming a harp.
Yeah, you can say the harp strumming's getting faster. But saxophones, y'all don't even. I mean, they do saxophones now, but not 90s. Yeah. White people just figured out like jazz en masse. No disrespect to there's a lot of white people doing jazz back then, Charlie Parker days, yada yada yada. But they wouldn't. That's not their movies.
Yeah. So I ain't like that shit at all.
The orchestra is playing louder. Y'all got a lot of shit y'all could have said.
The conductor is swinging his arms faster.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't want to hear shit about a saxophone getting louder from a white person. Yeah. Shit, y'all better stick to the fat lady singing.
The strings are coming in. Oh, the fat lady singing. That's a good one. Yeah. It's just, I think it's not even that I'm offended. Like, oh, you're white, you're taking black culture. I just think it's very weird for anyone, because black people do it too. When we take like the lingo from another town or another city and bring it somewhere it don't really belong, because it's just like certain references or like shared collective experiences that you aren't a part of, and you're like signifying that you were when you weren't.
Yeah, that's how I feel about when I see people, like when I see black people talk about things happening in Chicago. When you like seeing somebody from Philly or New York talk about you ain't from 63rd.
Yeah, it's like, what do you? Come on.
Yeah, I don't like that shit at all.
Especially when it's not something positive too. It's like, why the fuck don't we? It's always some bullshit.
Right.
I do like that people have, the fake borders that we share, the distance between us, it's dissipated a little bit. We are a little bit more together. A lot of people talk similarly, but there is something special to having like a thing of your own.
Yeah, because shit, I experienced that last night.
What?
I was performing last night, and there was this black guy in the crowd, like in the back, and I was like, "Yo, you from New York?" He said, "Facts." Nigga ain't say yes or no. Yeah. Like they hear facts. It was just so authentically New York. Yeah.
You sound out of place if nobody around you talks the way you talk and you just borrow an internet language. Like, did they like? That's the other thing too. They removed the context. They like, no, I'm not speaking like a black woman. I'm speaking like internet talk. Black women give gay niggas the sauce. Gay niggas give the internet the sauce, and then white women take it, and it's like so many degrees of separation. Now they think they just talking TikTok. But that's not really what it is, man. Yeah. The one thing that do make sense, I don't know when niggas started calling Philly the Biddy, but I'll take that one. That one's good.
Yeah.
I don't know when we started saying the Biddy, but
I love the Biddy. I love that shit. Yeah. No, you know what I love from Philly?
What?
Have you seen the videos where the guy interview people on the street and he say, yo, look at this person fighting stands. Can you beat this person?
Yeah, he's like, I'll beat him the fuck up. Every single person is like, he can't fight. I'll fuck him up.
I love that shit. Like, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm whooping cuz ass. That video, and then the other ones he do where he'll say, yo, look at this person picture. You think he gay or straight? Yeah.
I've been seeing something like that where they ask people, they say, would you rather be gay or a gamer?
Yeah.
And everybody answers gamer, but he cuts it off at I'd rather be gay, and then he goes.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I was seeing those too. I saw this thing. Matter of fact, before we go further, we forgot to talk about this too. I know you had mentioned it, and we briefly mentioned it at the beginning of the last episode, and we just never like went back to the conversation.
What?
B2K and Pretty Ricky, their verses.
Fuck. Yeah. We didn't really. It wasn't really that much to it though, because B2K lost so clearly.
Yeah, and it's because B2K, their music was for children.
Yeah,
their music was for children. Whereas like now, you hear that you're trying to bring back that nostalgia, but it's like we grown now. Whereas like Pretty Ricky records were grown back then, and it still applies to how we living now.
Yeah,
they ushered in that horniness, whereas like with B2K, and that was the problem with B2K songs. Their songs were written by a person that was trying to appeal to teenagers.
Yeah,
because they hits like Girlfriend. R. Kelly wrote that. When you listen to a lot,
I did not know that.
Yeah, when you listen to a lot of those songs, when you hear bump bump bump. And that's what makes Bump Up Bump so nasty. Is written, is written by R. Kelly with a Diddy feature.
Yeah. Have you? All right. So Pretty Ricky, there's a song that it was like, I guess you can consider it a spinoff because it's a Pleasure P song.
Yeah.
But like them and Plies, you ever listen to like old Plies songs?
Yeah.
They're like the freakiest. Like
Plies was super horny.
That shit was not for niggas at all. That was for women.
Yeah,
because that shit was all just like,
all
pussy.
All Plies shit, bust it, baby.
Yeah, the one good thing is Becky. That's the one where I'm like, okay, that's for me.
Yeah, but what with the B2K versus, I know in there they were losing like really bad, so they tried to mention a member of Pretty Ricky that's been having just substance abuse problems.
Wait, what happened?
It was something. What's the?
I didn't hear about this. Wait, during the verses they talked about it?
During the verses.
It's like, okay, that song is cool, but you want heroin, nigga? Like, was it like that?
Yeah, basically.
So of course you wrote that song. You on the most fucking.
Yeah.
Of course you loose right now. You on heroin.
Yeah, who's the member of Pretty Ricky?
I would dance like that if I was on cocaine too.
Let me see which member it is. Slickum. That's the problem. Slickum, he has a heroin addiction. And in the verses
That honestly tracks.
they
If somebody told me, man, that boy Slickum cannot get off heroin, I'd be like, that's that's a very authentic and believable sentence.
Yeah, they mentioned that, and
Who stole your bike? Slickum.
and it just showing that sometimes the more you speak, it reveals about you, because you know how ladies loved Omarion, right?
Right.
Like women have always loved Omarion until that versus. Who did he do a versus against?
I don't know.
Remember he did a versus a while ago, because this is his second versus. This is his second loss. Oh, it was against Mario.
Oh yeah, again, and that was one of we always like, oh, Mario gonna whoop his ass, and he really didn't.
And then, because I know women have always loved Omarion and his brother, right?
Who's brother?
No, just a regular nigga.
Oh, okay.
But then when they both came out at the verses eating watermelon, that's when you really saw.
Right, I remember this shit now.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you just gotta let time reveal how corny a nigga actually is.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
I think looking back, he was always probably corny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I felt that just from Fat Albert. You ever see Fat Albert?
What did he do in Fat Albert?
No, he was just like the corny villain in there.
Right, wasn't he like trying to he was bullying Fat Albert because he was like, this girl is supposed to like me, but you fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, I used to run that movie fucking heavily. And I remember I let my cousin borrow my fucking DVD of Fat Albert. It was fucking had a red CD case. And my cousin never gave that shit back.
It's still
and
up.
I still don't talk to that nigga to this day because of that shit.
It's still up.
It's not even that. It's not even like that. I'm mad about it now, but it's like that's why we ain't talk.
No.
That's why we started not talking, and that's why we don't talk today.
Yeah, it's up in the stuck, nigga.
Yeah. I used to love Fat Albert.
Yeah.
Damn, Kenan Thompson a legend.
Yeah, and Bill Cosby been tearing families apart. You want to talk about this Waymo situation?
Yeah. You ever took a Waymo before?
No, I never took it. I've seen it. I've saw people post videos of Waymo. So Waymo is basically a self-automated Uber, or like a self-automated cab in a sense.
No, that shit is I like it. It's I think it's mostly out west.
I'm scared of that. Yeah, that's where I've seen it. I've seen it from my friends out in LA post videos of it.
Right.
But
wait, they're let me look up where they are because I didn't know that they were in LA. But
I believe
cool.
I believe they also in Texas too.
I've taken them in Arizona, California. I seen they testing it in New York and DC.
Man, that shit is. So where they?
Yeah,
at?
they in Texas. That's the other one.
Texas, Tennessee.
That
Arizona.
shit is cool. The only thing you really can't do in there is smoke. I mean, you low key can.
No, it's scaring me. It's giving me a robot. Just because. So it was a situation. It was a situation with two 15-year-olds where the Waymo took these two 15-year-olds to the police station.
Yeah,
Let me see. Where was this at? This was in California. Two 15-year-olds were detained when a Waymo remotely intercepted and stopped their vehicle and contacted the authorities using the internal surveillance. And the teens were drinking alcohol. And okay, now definitely they should have been stopped for this. They were shooting Orbeez. The Orbeez gel pellets, they were shooting them at people from the windows. So they definitely should have stopped them for that.
I don't know how I feel about it. Wait a second. It contacted the authorities and then okay, so it just I don't know. So I feel like a lot of this surveillance shit is whack, but if you are paying to utilize a service and they're like, this is all automated, we have cameras, we got rules, and you break those rules, I can't really argue against that because you are signing up for the shit. It's not like, you on the fucking street corner or, like how the Ring cameras is picking up everybody and surveilling everybody.
Right.
But this shit is like voluntary. And if you a kid doing dumb shit on camera, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. I just don't like it just because when it comes to the automated cars, it scares me because you could just legit be in a situation where somebody could just have control and just stop your vehicle for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and
that shit sucks.
So, and I see that happening more in the future, where it's definitely going to come a time where somebody has a warrant or somebody trying to get away from the cops and they just shut their car off. So that's definitely I definitely see that happening now.
Yeah, that's why I don't think we should use automated vehicles ourselves. Waymo I fuck with though, because I feel like the whole point of being in a Waymo is because you're drunk and you can drink in a Waymo. You just got to be low key about it. But you could drink in there. You could hook up your phone to the fucking to the Bluetooth. Put it all the way the fuck up. There's no driver. You're not bothering anybody. I bother every Uber driver I've ever probably been in on a night out. Because, it's just, late night conversations get kind of wild. And it's like, I'm about to just not talk about anal because this nigga's here. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Waymo the first Uber without an Indian nigga on the phone.
Yeah. He talking to his wife and I was like, yeah, she said she want me to f in her butt, but I wasn't with it.
And but I did. It's this video. You ever see the videos? It's this former CIA agent where he talks about things like this. Where he talks about how with like automated vehicles, it is a way to just like turn on a kill switch in a vehicle and make it look like that it was an accident or a car malfunction.
Yes.
When it really was somebody behind it.
I think they've been able to do that for a long time.
Yeah. So that's why. Self-automated or like the smart vehicles, that's why they scare me.
Yeah, because you could be like a politician or like maybe some sort of activist.
Yeah, you got the cancer cure in the trunk.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden you on the side of the road.
Facts, because that was remember the plot of Scarface, like the reason why the nigga who took him out at the end of Scarface? Who was the guy that killed Tony and Scarface?
I don't know. I haven't.
Sosa. The reason why that nigga was mad at Tony Montana was because he was supposed to do an assassination on somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was supposed to like deliver a speech or some shit, and it was like a positive guy. He was about to do like some sort of like UN speech or some shit, but Tony didn't kill him because he was like with his family or his daughter or his wife or something like that, and that's what led to him getting killed in the end of the movie.
Do they ever call him Scarface in the movie? I don't think they do.
Nah, it doesn't even really make sense. It could have just been, the movie could have been called Tony Montana. Yeah, it would have made sense. But yeah, like imagine you don't even gotta hire a fucking immigrant to kill people no more. You could just have a robot do it.
I had this. I hate having to chase somebody down for my money.
You just venting. You just wanted to vent.
I really was. I was just venting when I was coming up with some of these topics.
What, somebody owes you money for a show?
So a comedian hit me up. They had shows and a few shows got canceled, so they didn't get the money that they were expecting, and also the payment from their shows were going to come back late. So the comedian hit me up saying like, "Yo, can on a Saturday, right? Yo, can I hold $100 and I'll pay you back by Monday?" And I didn't really want to, but I was like, all right, like you say you want to give me back in 2 days, I got you. Mm-hmm. Then when they sent the money back, instead of sending back 100, they sent back 75.
No.
Now I'm gonna be looking like because of how cool we are. Now it's gonna come off like I'm being cheap or broke if I say like, yo, where my 25 at?
Yeah, no. That's because then that's how niggas try to play you because they're like, oh, you gonna beef with me over $25? Like, no, you're beefing with me over $25 because you owe it to me,
right? And that's why I hate when somebody put you in that situation to come off like you being a bad guy or petty, where it's like, you playing with me.
Yeah, and realistically, I don't even mind if somebody owes me money if there's like communication. But don't try to be slick. Like, if you trying to be slick about shit, like if we have an agreement and you try to like play me and just make it seem like, oh, I'm just bitching over something small, then it's like niggas is willing to like throw away a whole friendship because they just don't know how to act.
Right. And that's my real issue. It's like the lack of communication. If it was just hey, that's all I got right now, and then I'm gonna get you. Yeah. I'm gonna square everything up. But don't just say don't just not say nothing and think like this just makes it cool.
Where you gotta just ask for. You gotta put like a fucking interest on shit. Like if somebody asks you for $20, just you get 20 back, whatever. But if somebody asks you for like fucking $100 or more, be like, okay, you gotta give me back $120. That's the only way to do it. I hope that helped. I hope that made you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, because I was about to see a comedian with a broken kneecap. You want to talk about this?
Before you go on stage, just like break a leg, and then somebody attack him with a mask on and a pipe.
Do you want to talk about this? The XXL thing?
Yeah, I do actually.
So it's a rapper, Richard Mary.
Not sure who that is.
He was a freshman in 2024.
Okay.
Damn.
Now,
let me see. Let me find the exact quote from this person, because he was critiquing the whole thing about the XXL freshman ciphers. He was saying that the ciphers are essentially a trap.
Yeah, they want people to talk shit about like.
Yeah.
It's controversy is really the only way. Like sometimes when you trying to push a product, depending on the organization or the institution or the brand you're working with, they might not want to rely just on the merit of the product. They might want to try to stir up some controversy. Sydney Sweeney with the fucking jeans, like that type of shit. Like they know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, people are going to talk about it more if there's something to hate on.
That's not the first thing I think about when I think of Sydney Sweeney.
What, the titties?
Them titties. That's good milk right there. But
sidebar. Just a little sidebar.
But Richard Mary, he was saying the freshman ciphers are a trap. He said if XXL is supposed to introduce new artists, the format gotta evolve with the generation it's covering. This current format is not a showcase. That shit is a trap. He goes on to say the freestyles worked a decade ago because that was a better reflection of what people valued in new rap artists at the time. But now a lot of artists break through because of the melodies, production choices, personality, hooks, visuals, etc. And at first, like just off like the face value of hearing that the ciphers are a trap, I disagree with it. But through this further explanation, I'm kind of rocking with them. I get that in a sense, but because before I was like, that shit don't make any sense. You get mad that they asking rappers to rap, but when you see some of the artists that they have been picking, it's like, you're right. I don't want to hear some of them in a cipher. Let me actually look up.
Rappers don't rap anymore. Rappers don't freestyle anymore. You don't have to. Everybody punches in. It's not even something worth talking shit about. It's just the industry standard now is you punch in a few bars, punch in a couple more, you build a song off that. Like you write, so it actually is a valid form of songwriting, because before it was just like you write this shit, you had to like use tapes and all that. So it was like you write this shit, you have it ready, and by the time the beat's playing, like you get that shit down within like one take maybe, or they'll give you a couple. But now it's like you can take as long as you want. You can come up with shit on the fly, and it'll become a hit sometimes. So
yeah, because it's like I'm looking at the 2019 list, right? I say that was in the most recent years. It started to take a shift between the standard for the woman and the male rappers, right? Where they were. That was one of the years I remember vividly, 2019, where it was like some of the women were more lyrical. Like the women had to rap at a higher standard than the men. Like with Meg and Tierra Whack, as opposed to somebody that is melodic like a Rowdy Rich. I don't want to hear Rowdy or Gunna in a cypher. As much as I love their music, I'm not looking at them for bars. I'm listening to them more just for the vibe.
Yeah, it's like Gunna can say some shit that's like calm and smooth in a way that'll make you appreciate it, but he's not saying like something that's like a punchline that just like, you know,
like a Tierra Whack.
Yeah, like it's not like punchlines, or it's not like, you know, it's just not freestyle. It don't lend itself to being a good freestyle, and I don't know why they have a freshman class in this way anymore at all. Like this shit is just fucking. Here's the people that have that signed a record deal this year, basically, because you don't need to fucking go to XXL to find your new favorite rapper. I haven't gone to this shit to find somebody I like.
Yeah.
2016 was the last time it was like, you know. Now I wouldn't say that I've ever looked at XXL to be like, okay, let me find a new artist. Let me see if any of these people are worth checking out. But I think what it does do is if you've already been listening to somebody and you see them on this list, you like, okay, this guy is going somewhere. It's validating, you know, if I care about that, it's validating my choice to listen to them because I'm already listening to them. Like nobody's finding a new. Everybody you find that you haven't heard of on these lists usually is ass.
Yeah.
Because like 2016, I think was the last great list. It was like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, Kodak, Denzel Curry, Bo Davies, Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, 21 Savage. Designer is the only one, and maybe Lil Dicky, the only one that's not like pretty much legendary at this point.
I mean, but even Lil Dicky I
would say he's legendary for young white people.
You might not consider him like, he might not be in that same tier of a Uzi or, you know, Kodak, Herb, like as far as musical success, but he did have a hit show.
Yeah, he was like a funny rapper, so it makes sense. Like that's why you get introduced to the industry, because you have something to offer to it. So I don't think, actually 2021, I will say it's a little bit like influencery and kind of whack. But there's some valid names on there, like 42 Doug, Flo Milli, Pooh Shiesty. Like that's
even like Blast.
Yeah, he's
DDG.
He's good. He's always been like, I think he's like less of a. I think he makes music for like, you know, music's sake and not trend. So I do appreciate that. But like a lot of this shit is just like influencer shit. Like these are the influencers that basically each of these people has 500,000 followers, so we gonna get like you know, a combination of 5 million people looking at this is what they're thinking in their heads. Yeah, you know, because fucking Cash Cobain, Big X the Plug kind of already had like they don't need a XXL. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't need the shit to validate them at this point. And there was a time I think it made sense where it's like, okay, these are the guys I've been listening to. Now they're about to blow up, but now it's like they already fucking on.
Yeah. Well, you know, some people did turn it down.
Because this shit's it's low key always been whack, but like
which it does. Looking at the list of the people that turned it down, it definitely does make sense. Like I do remember Drake and Nicki Minaj both turning it down.
I want to see this. All right, so Drake, Nicki, Tyler Creator, A$AP Rocky. Like that's also the other thing. XXL freshman list kind of always was whack, but a lot of people that we consider like true artists or whatever still did it because it was like, I don't got time to worry about what's cool and what's not. I gotta just get on however I can. But yeah, that shit always was whack. Like a lot of niggas didn't do it. Young Thug didn't do it.
I guess Party and McConan probably turned it down because of the Drake cosign. So he probably like, you know, told them to turn it down.
Yeah, because they don't. Being a freshman also is, some people it's like they've been doing this for longer than anybody else on the list. Why are they a quote unquote freshman? Cardi B didn't need it. Damn, I didn't know Famous Dex beat up his girlfriend. You remember Famous Dex?
Yeah, but that is a funny reason. No, I didn't. It's not that I turned it down. I just decided to beat on my girl.
He was like, I respectfully have a busy schedule, and I got other things to do. I got other business to attend to.
Damn, Juice WRLD turned it down.
Yeah, Rich the Kid, Pop Smoke, like a lot, and none of these people needed it. Don Toliver, Ice Spice, like we know who they are already.
Yeah,
and same thing with like somebody like I think Skrilla did it. Like, that nigga don't need to double XL.
Yeah,
he's just in the way, honestly, because he's gonna be good without it, I think. And there's probably an actual undiscovered artist that probably could have been there. So that's always been the other reason why people like would always talk shit about it, because they're like they just loaned it up with whoever just got signed and don't even need it. But kind of look at the list from this year again, because that's or 2025, because I don't know none of these niggas.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, this was a good one.
What happened past week?
It was some other things, but I wanna wait for more to come out about it.
Yeah. I feel like I don't want to burn through everything.
Yeah, because it was some stuff with Stephon Diggs.
We'll give that a time to play out.
But I want to like read more into it. I don't want to, because I'm seeing he's starting to. At first, Stephon Diggs, he wasn't really saying anything, but I just seen like this morning he is starting to respond to some people. I want to read more into it before I misspeak, because it is a serious situation, and I don't want to put anything false on his name. So I'm gonna wait until that play out. But yeah, definitely as always, man, definitely appreciate y'all tuning into another episode. Continue rocking with us. Be sure to follow us on all our social media. On my social media, I've been keeping up with posting the stand up. I haven't dropped anything this week just because I've been so busy, just with travel, but going to get back to that this week. And as always, just follow us on our social media, join the Discord, all of that good stuff, and be on the lookout for shows. Yeah. You got anything?
Nope.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah.
Damn, I blew a raspberry. Maybe there's something wrong with me too. That's my thinking noise. Wait, no, I think this one's fine, but this one, I think that's the one. Like, you know how they talk in the underground world from SpongeBob? Like, I think if you do that, then there's something wrong with it. But this one is like,
yeah. We special.
Or if you go, you roll your R's.
Appreciate y'all, and we'll be back with y'all next week, man. So yeah, just keep supporting us. Find us online and all that good stuff. And if you want to slide into our DMs, man, just be respectful. Be respectful, man.
You got some freaky shit or some like mean shit?
No, nothing mean. It's just, I guess you see it. The women always come correct.
Yeah.
It just be the niggas.
Yeah.
Like,
they talk the way I talk. I get it.
Like, yo, a nigga slid in my DM and he was like, yo, I know you straight, but I just wanted to tell you that you fine. Cause we know how guys compliment. This could just be a nigga just bored.
Oh yeah, that's definitely like,
Yeah.
If you listen to this and we ever talked and then I never saw you, yeah, that was on purpose. I just be bored as shit. Sometimes I'm just like eating a sandwich and I can't find nothing to watch on TV. I'm like, all right, let's see what prospects I can use to get me through this sandwich. I already watched all the episodes of regular show. I'm gonna just talk to a regular hoe.
Yeah. You basically, you just a SVU filler.
Yeah, and women do it too. Like it's like a couple girls that sometimes I'll be like, hey, what you up to? And they'll be like, nothing. And then I'll be like, all right, bye. And then sometimes, vice versa. They'll hit me up like, where you at? What you doing? And I'll be like, I'm at home. And I'm like, okay, cool. Just checking where my pen pal is at.
Yeah. That shit, man. It's been a good one. I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
We out.